Hey everybody, Drew here from the Guarino Team on Long Beach Island, bringing you our February market update. I want to start right off by touching on the hot question for both buyers and sellers in this environment, which is how many properties are there for sale and where is inventory headed with the spring market around the corner? Well, as of today, February 5th, we have 112 listings on the market, which is the fewest on any day since May 2nd of 2022, so a near 3-year low on the inventory, which is extremely surprising considering back on October 21st, we had 183 listings, which was a recent high point. We entered the election with about 165 properties on the market. So typically, November and December are slower months with the holidays rolling around. You have Thanksgiving, Christmas, and it's just not a desirable time to be looking at beach houses. But not this year. Post-election, we've actually seen buyers return to the market and finish off 2024 in a strong way and pick right back up in 2025 in January, buying inventory down to 112 listings. When you look at January in specific, we had 30 sales, which was up nearly 50% since over last January. Luckily, we had 38 new listings come on the market, which held inventory at a reasonable number. But we also had to contend with 26 expired listings, which was 225% up over the previous year. I got to look down here at the close to list price and the average sale price because these numbers are all really strong numbers. And the average close price per square foot, in fact, was an all-time high number. So why are we having expired listings and low inventory and strong sales? Well, the reason is because these expired listings are sellers that have less than desirable properties that are just shooting for the stars at unrealistic ask price. And it's clear that buyers have drawn the line in the sand on these properties and aren't willing to pay the new market top for those less than desirable or aging listings. So it'll be interesting to see when those sellers begin to negotiate or if you can identify one of those properties and potentially pursue it when it comes back on the market. When you're looking at the average price per square foot, we've crossed the $1,000 per foot for the first time in a month since July 2022. So almost 3 years ago was the last time we crossed that barrier. We were around $950 to $980 a foot. So just pretty impressive for this time of year with the cold weather, the high interest rates, the low inventory for us still to be setting records on the average price per square foot. Just speaks to the overall change of environment down here on the island. When looking forward to the next few months ahead, this is an important stretch here for really the rest of 2025, but especially the spring market, because at some point when the weather turns and people begin to think about the upcoming summer, buyers will re-enter the market even more so than they have this year so far. So when that happens, whether it's February or March, do we have enough inventory either on the market or coming on the market to trade one for one at least with those buyers? Because if not, we are very likely going to trend back down to less than 100 listings come April and May. So what this means for buyers is the reality is you're facing a tough market right now. You have low inventory, you have high interest rates, and you're dealing with some misleading list prices in some places. The property comes on. Do you have to go in full price? Do you think it's overpriced? My advice would be to be aggressive on the properties that are desirable and that suit your needs and that seem priced fairly, and look for properties that are aging that might have some room for negotiation. If you're a seller, now is a great time to be a seller. It's a seller's market. We don't have much inventory, so you don't have much competition, and buyers are still very active. And like we touched on, we've just set an all-time high average close price per square foot. So a great time to be a seller heading into this 2025 spring market. Really, for the next few months, we're looking at the number of total listings that come on the market. Is it going to be enough to trade one for one with the buyers? Can we even pick up a little bit of a gap in the next month or so before the buyers really jump back into the market even more so than they have? Or are we going to start tapering off and not receive the amount of listings that we need in order to maintain the current inventory level? So it's an interesting spring ahead. We will be sure to keep you posted as things shape up. We will check back in with you in a few weeks and let you know what it looks like for the 2025 spring market. Thank you so much for watching today. And of course, if you have any questions about this video or your LBI home search, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Thanks so much.